All right, welcome back, guys. Well, anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. If you guys aren't new, you know I'm still in the spot where I just caught a bunch of smallmouth. If you guys want to check that video out, it'll be at the end of this one. I'm actually on my way to this spot still this morning. I had a long walk up a river, and I just had to try it out, but enough of that video. So right now, I'm gonna take some slip bobber or bobber, but whatever setup. I'm gonna fish some pools here, and I'm gonna collect some bait. And if you guys can guess, I mean, you're probably gonna guess if it's a successful day because I'm gonna have a thumbnail that has the giant catfish on it. Hopefully I find some big fat catfish. I have a bunch of different options. I'm gonna try a bunch of different ways. If you guys have been around for a while, you know this spot. I had to come back here because the last time I was here, I was getting walleye, smallmouth, and northern pike. And I knew that if I just fished the bottom, I could probably find some giant catfish. It's a pretty deep hole. So I'm gonna get me some bluegills, and I have some night crawlers. And yeah, we're gonna try and stick some big fish today, some kitties. Give it a thumbs up for some kitties. All right, let's get going. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna take this little jig and bobber setup, and I'm gonna try and catch some bait here. Last time I was out here, there was a bunch of bluegills in these little pools, so it should be pretty easy. There's one. Perfect size too. There's another one. That's two. Three. I think that's four. Okay, so now I actually found a little spot to sit. It's just across from the actual rapids, and there's a big hole right next to it here, and I'm gonna try that first. I just have my big old ugly stick, and I think that's a 4-aught circle hook, and then I got I think that said it's a 50-gram weight, a little catfish slider set up on top, and yeah, I'm gonna stick probably one of the medium bluegills on there. What I'll do is I have a knife, so what I do is I cut them down the sides, but I don't kill them all the way, so that it's an injured fish swimming around on the bottom. The bigger catfish I've noticed over the years tend to want to chase down a bigger bait. And if there's any flatheads around here, which is what I'm hoping to find, I have not caught one of those yet, and I think that's the only fish I haven't caught in the state of Wisconsin. So that's my goal this year, is to find me a flathead. But the big thing here is fishing the live bait so that the fish have something to attack versus just a big dead chunk floating around. I know if I put some little dead chunks on there, I'll probably start catching a bunch of channel catfish. So if I don't get anything on the live chunk after a while, I'm probably gonna just throw a little one on there so I can catch some channels. But while this is sitting, I have to find something to prop this up on. While this is sitting and fishing for me, I'm gonna cast around with either a spinner or a jerk bait in this pool. I did see something very, very large. I don't necessarily want to say what it is, but it might be, you know, of the toothy kind, and it might be like 45, 50 inches long. You guys can guess in the comments below. But for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this one out there and let it do some fishing for me, and then make some casts while I'm watching it. Oh, and I have this on my bait feeder, so that I can kind of walk away from it and just look back and watch the tip with the bait feeder that feeds line out when the fish pick it up. So I'll have time to get back to my rod before it goes swimming. Okay, so like I said, I always have my knife for bleeding fish out, and basically going to use this to cut open the sides of the bluegill. I'm not going to show that on here because I don't know how YouTube would take that, but just so you guys understand, like I'm going to take and cut a couple gashes in each side of the fish and then hook it up through the head and then throw it out. Okay, so he's all gashed up, ready to go. That's a 25-pound leader, I believe, so should be strong enough to catch just about everything that swims over here. I think I already have a fish. I apparently have to set my drag tighter. Can't put my pole down. Apparently there's a bunch of fish down there. Okay, before I set the pole down again, I'm gonna find myself a pole holder. I'm just gonna guess there's like 1,000 little catfish down there because they're grabbing it as soon as I put this down there. And I know he's not doing that because he's basically dead. Okay, fresh injured one going out. Let's see how long this one takes. I don't know if it's already getting hit or if it's just a bluegill fighting, but he's pretty injured, so he's not going to be going very far very fast. I wanted to cast some baits around while this was sitting, but I feel like there's a pile of fish down there. It's just beating them up right now. See, that might have been a hit. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. You think there's a fish on there? I wonder if there's just a bunch of little guys down there. Man, he already ate that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take this thing and hook it through like their back or something because they're ripping them right off the hook. Okay, here's bluegill number 3. So bluegill number 3 has the hook on the top, like probably a ½ inch in to his meat. So hopefully they won't be able to just steal this one. Otherwise I'm just going to be feeding fish. I really need to catch some more bluegills actually fairly quickly here because I think I'm down to 2 or 3. Okay, let's try this again. This time I might have to let him run with it. Well, that was a really hard hit. Let's see if he'll pick it up and take it somewhere. Yep. Hey, you take the bait? Yep. Got it. I'm gonna need more bluegills. Oh, already getting a bite. You already get that bluegill too? Ugh. Alright, I might have to use halves or somehow figure out a way to hook it way better. Okay, that's the last full one I'm putting out. Otherwise I'm using chunks from now on. I think it's already getting hit. I almost wonder if they're bullheads. I got that one. Oh. Oh, that is not a little fish. Maybe they're not bullheads. That is a big kitty. Ooh, we got a drag screamer, boys. Did I find the big catfish hole? That is so sick. I have 30-pound braid on here, but I think that's only a 25-pound fluoro leader, so I'm going to make sure I don't horse this thing. It looked big, like 10 plus pound big. That's a big channel. Big fat channel. Look at that kitty. Look at the kitty. Look at the size of that fish. There's a 10-pound, 20-ounce fish. Well, 10-pound, 2 ounces, whatever. Big fish going back. Yay. I set out to do something and I did it. So, live bluegill couple of gashes in its side. Thrown in about a 10, I think it's about an 8 to 10 foot deep hole, might be even 12 feet. And it feels like there's a ton of those down there. So I'm gonna get back down there as soon as possible and see how many I can get. Finally got some catfish bites. He was playing nice with me, I'll give it to him. I'm thankful for that, but let's catch some more. Okay, last bluegill, and then I'm gonna have to go catch some more, but if it took me 4 bluegills to get one giant, how about one giant bluegill to get a freak? Gotta tighten that drag up. I think I already got a bite. Definitely got a bite already. They are killing that bluegill down there. Oh, time to go bluegill shopping. I need to catch like 10, 20 of those things. Okay, we'll be back after I catch a couple bluegills. All right, so I just spent about a half hour and caught about 1,000 green sunfish. I got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 more big bluegills or decent bluegills to use for bait. And then I got 2 bullheads. And I'm actually gonna take one of the smaller of the 2 bullheads right away, and I'm gonna try that first. And then I'm gonna do some casting around, because usually channel catfish won't eat bullheads, but if there's a flathead down there, he'll eat it. They kind of, I think they're territorial or something, they crunch them. And if that happens, we're gonna have a good day, because I've never caught a flathead before. So I'm gonna put the bullhead on, cast that out, and then I'm gonna do some casting around with my spinner just in this area to see if there's any smallmouth or anything else hanging around while the bullhead's down. I'll give that about 20-30 minutes, and then I'll switch it up to a green sunfish or bluegill if nothing bites the bullhead. Okay, while we're waiting for that thing to pop again, I'm gonna throw the spinner around a little bit. See if there's anything swimming around here. I think that's pike. Oh, smallie. Guy clobbered it. It's a big smallie. I'll take a bonus giant smallie. Yeah, it's like a 3. That looks so cool in that clear water. I figured there'd be some big smallmouth around here somewhere. Man, this guy, no quit. Come here, buddy. That's a pretty fish. Just the right place to catch them. Like I said before, I'll link all my stuff that I'm using today in the description for you guys. Try to keep an eye on that big bullhead back there, but about a 18. I'm not gonna weigh her. She's probably like 3 pounds maybe. Really cool colors though. All right, so I'll take bonus smallmouth that fight like freaking horses. Man, that was fun. He crushed it too. Like I'm kind of shaking still from it. I didn't realize he scared me until I was like afterwards. I felt I was just slow rolling that maps like I said before. So I'm gonna try and show you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. There's a little riffle right here that drops down. So it's only like, I don't know, it's like 2-3 feet on this side of the riffle, and it's like a foot on top of it. But if you cast into them and then run it parallel or off of them, you have a pretty good chance of finding a lot more fish that way. So whenever you guys get out on the rivers, you don't necessarily have to have a dam like I have right here where you got a giant spillway. Anywhere there's riffles like that, cast into them and then bring it off of them, or cast along them and bring it along the back of them. The fish sit there waiting for food to come over. So it's a real easy way to pick off a bunch of fish. But I'm gonna give my thumbs a break for a second here, and I'm actually gonna recast this bullhead out a little bit further into the hole here and hopefully find some bigger fish. But I'll take smallies like that all day. Okay, try one of these little bite-sized green sunfish. If it can't eat that, it's definitely not big enough to catch on that hook. I already got one as soon as it hit the bottom. Oh, what? I think that's a smallmouth. I think that is a big smallmouth. Is it a largemouth? Yep. There's everything down there. I'll take a 14-15 inch largemouth. I was not expecting that, but I do know they think green sunfish are a candy. Okay, so what's that? 14-15 inch largemouth, 18-inch smallmouth. That was a 10-pound channel cat right away. It's crazy. There's just tons of big fish stacked up there. As soon as that green sunfish hit the bottom, I got whacked. I thought I set it down on the pole holder weird, and then when I picked it up, that largemouth was already hooked, swimming away with it. All right, I got a bunch of green sunfish. Let's catch a bunch of fish. Man, it does not take long if you get in the right spot. I'm gonna try and give them some slack. Oh, I was just hung up on a stick. Still got the fish. Oh, it's a northern pike, that's why. Come here. Make me retie. I told you there was everything down in that hole. And actually, might not have frayed my line. Yep, on it already. Come on, eat it. Yeah. There goes the bluegill head. That's okay. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna guess that they're smaller channels. Pretty sure something's hitting them, but it's not eating them. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Got him. Doesn't feel big. Or it's just swimming right at me. Ah. It was just a bluegill. He was definitely getting... Oh yeah. He was getting beat up down there. Okay, next green sunfish. I feel like I should just hold on to it, but I feel like that's also bad luck. I left this guy a little bit more like mobile so he could try to swim away from fish. So hopefully that gets the bigger ones interested. Because if they have to chase it down, the big ones have more power to like snap down on them. Oh, something might have found him. It seems like if I put it closer to, like, there's a little brake line over there. There's like a channel, and if I keep it to the one side of the brake line, they get hit right away. So I think the fish sit behind that waiting for fish to come by, and then they just hit anything that swims by them on accident. So recasting seems like the best deal if I don't keep getting bites. Well, will we catch this time? And can I set the pole up before a fish hits it? Wow, I actually got it set up. Well, that didn't that didn't take long. That's big, whatever that is. Oh, came off. There's a bunch of big fish down there in that hole. And lucky for me, they love green sunfish. Get out of there. This feels like a better one. Hook that one. Not sure what that is. Oh, another little channel kitty. Like I was saying, I don't know how many of those are down there, but I'm gonna talk about eaters for days.
All I wanted was a drink of water. Whatever that is, feels stronger. Oh, I don't know. I think it's just another channel cat. Okay, down to cut bait here. I do want to leave here before it's supposed to storm. So hopefully this will let me get a couple more kitties. Well, that was quick. I hooked whatever this is. I knew the cut bait would work. Is it bigger? Looks like another channel kitty. That'd be an eater. Not a bad little guy. Yeah, if I was gonna eat him, that'd be the size.
Okay guys, I don't know how many of those little cats I'm going to show you, but basically I think I got 4 or 5 of them now in a row. I've been looking for those real big ones, but I don't have any real big bait left. And it's getting kind of hot out and I don't get along with this heat. So I'm going to fish a little bit longer. I'll have the GoPro on, so if you guys see any of that footage, it's going to be after this. But I'm going to call it a day and head home. If you guys want to see me do a catch and cook for channel cats, I love catfish nuggets. Cajun catfish nuggets are like one of my favorite little things to make. So let me know, comment below if you guys want to see that. And then remember, if you guys aren't new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, could you please just remember to